Hello, everyone. I hope this is educational right here. Let me get some light on here. Uh, as you know, I bought me this 14-inch 4K OLED portable panel. Okay, it's not battery operated. You got to plug it in somewhere, get power, and then you have to either hook up an HDMI cable to it or USB-C. It's like a Thunderbolt, and it has to be a Thunderbolt, all right? Uh, I was reading, they didn't say PC compatible, they just said Mac compatible, but they kind of had 3 dots, so I couldn't read all the information on the package. But what I found out on the other PC by using this um, InnoView 4K 60 OLED panel is that I could hook it up through HDMI with the HDMI cable and everything worked fine. But I have a little problem. Okay. So if I just have one monitor, and usually the PC, that's fine because I'm not doing any editing and stuff. Uh, a friend of mine that I met through Peter Gregg uh, um, YouTube streaming, and he's been watching my videos. Mookie MC, this video is for you. And he brought up a very good question. He says, well, just use uh, USB-C to DisplayPort and see if it works. So that's what this demonstration is. And I'm going to show you a whole bunch of samples that I've learned of how to connecting this panel to a PC, which I've done in the other room. But I'm going to do it a little bit different. And what's I'm describing is right here on this monitor. And I think I'll use this one right here. I'll move this like that. Okay. And I'll show you what I'm looking at. Options live demo mode. For some reason, the cameras were turned off. So, okay. Options live demo mode. Now I can see what I'm seeing. I want to rotate this. So I go over here to, this is the screen default settings, but you want to go to the camera effects, all right? So if you go to, let's see, where's it? Rotate. There you go. That's a better view. And it's all the way out. Maybe I have to do it like this. Okay. Come on, work with me. There we go. Yeah, when you start messing with the thing. Okay, so I have a monitor there. Ah, that's picture. Monitor, and then a small one. Okay. That's what I'm going to be showing you today. And yeah, it's a little bit out of focus. Sorry. All right. And then bring this down a little bit. So we're going to concentrate on this. All right. So I'm going to take it out of this part so you can see me full screen. Now, the problem is this is connected to an M1 Max over there. By USB-C or a Thunderbolt to this USB-C port, okay? The PC is using HDMI already, and it only has one HDMI port that's connected to the upper monitor, which is a 4K 240 hertz, which is fine by me. But what I found out yesterday was with the 3440 by 1440 monitor on top, and this would fit on the bottom. What I used to do is when I have to get out of the game, I have to hit the Windows key and then click the tab for the internet to find a cheat, okay? To help me through a walkthrough to get through the game because I was stuck. By having two monitors, a 4K, which the game is, and then this for the cheat sheet, whatever, I didn't have to do that. I just move the mouse, click on one or click on the other, since it's an extended window, main, and then extend it. I had no problems. Everything was run smoothly. Okay. That's why I like a two monitor setup. Now, the reason why I got this is one is for portability, but two is because, and let me get back over here. And two, um, having two monitors makes my life easy. So I have like two monitors on Studio 64, two monitors on the M4 Pro Studio, two 5K monitors. I now, with this one, I would have two on the PC in the gaming room. It makes life so much simpler. All right. So this is what I've done. Um, and I'll go back here and I'll start showing you how to hook up the PC if the VGA port is already taken. Okay. So the VGA is to this monitor, and it only has the 240 hertz gaming monitor. It only has one display port. Okay. But it does have two HDMI ports. The only thing is that display port is hooked up to um, the Mac. Now, I could make things simpler, okay? Uh, with the Mac, I can just get the HDMI cable and hook it to here. But the problem is with the PC, it doesn't have 40 gigabytes per second. And also on your video graphics card, it's only 10 gigabytes on the USB-C. So let me show you something. And I'm going to go to my share screen right here. I am going to go here to, all right, this is Reddit. All right. I have a PC with RTX 4090. I'm trying to connect, this is 2 years ago, to the LG Ultrafine 4K, which I have as a second monitor. So far, I've tested. Bidirectional display port to USB-C does not work. Monitor stays off. I tried plugging it into the Thunderbolt as well as regular ports of the monitor. So what I've learned with that, okay, is basically this. And I'll go back to the ZVE10. You get an adapter like this, and then this is the cable to that monitor. You connect the cable monitor, that out of the video, sorry, let me put it down here. So you have a USB-C, and this is from Best Buy, to DisplayPort. You connect this to your little 14-inch monitor, and then you connect this um, by DisplayPort to another DisplayPort on your um, PC. So remember, the HDMI is already taken. Now I got a DisplayPort, okay? It will work fine. The only problem is with my InnoView right here, that's already taken by that one. Now, this is a 4K 60. That's a 4K 240. I want the faster refresh speed on that, okay? So what I'm doing is I could hook that up to USB instead of the USB-C, or Thunderbolt to USB-C, I could use HDMI connected to this, and then I can use kind of like this to work with the PC. That's one way, okay? The other way, and I'm going to bring my monitor here. The other way is this is it's a directional cable, okay? It's only one way. Thunderbolt to DisplayPort, okay? It's not the other way around. That's why the guy was having a little difficulty. He says, no, I got two ways, whatever. Also, there's other solutions, and I'm going to get to that last. But here's an AK USB-C Thunderbolt to DisplayPort, okay? I don't know if it's bidirectional. So there's two cables I can use. One I can't because it's only one way. But I picked up another cable, and it's by Best Buy, and it's a neat thing. If you notice, one is HDMI, okay? The other one is DisplayPort. What happens if I connect this to the DisplayPort and this to the HDMI? I can make it work, all right? If it works. But I've had trouble with this cable before, okay? But I'm willing to try different things. Now, I want to show you something. This USB 4, 40 gigabytes. This motherboard doesn't have 40 gigabyte USB 4. Okay, that's the problem with PCs. They got the USB 3.2, okay, point 0.1 or whatever, and that's only 10 gigabytes. You need the USB 4 to get the 40 gigabytes to get this working with any PC. The HDMI, no problem, because it's HDMI 2.1. All right. This is only a 4K 60. So all you need is, let's say, a DisplayPort 1.4. But remember, I told you that it only works one way. So anyway, that's one. Here, and this is 40 gigabytes per second. I even have a higher one, which is 80 gigabytes per second. But if your PC or your card can't do that, then these cables are no good. And this is the box that I was showing you, which this came out of, okay? But it's only one way. It works on laptops, okay, uh, with the Thunderbolt port, not on a PC. So, part two. I also want to show you another thing. Uh, People gave suggestions and stuff like that. Um, as a display port to plug into your GPU into, then connect the monitor via Thunderbolt. Okay. Like I said before,